And here's your host, coming from parts unknown, Miss Osnita Norman.
Happy Saturday to all my listeners and viewers. Of course, welcome. And thank you for tuning in and watching Fashion, Flair, Lifestyle. Today is a beautiful day, as every day should be. However, we do have no showers in Metro Detroit.
We got what?
No showers.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Snow is possibly coming. But it'll probably be a little more like rain. But a little bit. But of course today it is 39 degrees. So that's cold, but not real cold. But it's cold enough to put on you some cute wraps. Nice scarf, nice head wrap, nice winter coat, bomber, poncho, whatever makes you feel good. But just be fashionable while you out doing what you need to do. And of course, you know how you can 248-429-7224. We are also live on Twitch TV, twitch.tv. We're live on Twitter at Vent Radio, Twitch at Vent Radio, and Mixcloud. We are Vent Radio 313 on Mixcloud.com. And of course, if you're listening, you probably already have the Vent Radio app downloaded, or you are watching our live stream on YouTube, and we appreciate it and we thank you. So, welcome again to Fashion, Flair, and Lifestyle.
And don't forget about Facebook Live on Glenn Cannon's page.
How did I forget you today, Glenn?
You can't get right.
I was acting funny.
Yep.
You know, those nominations for the Midwest Music Video Awards had gotten to my head. So, I was a little...
Oh, okay.
Well, that's what happened. So since I forgot about Glenn, but he didn't forget about himself, we are going to go ahead and share. Sharing is caring, So go ahead and share. That's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, let's get that out the way first.
Get that out the way.
Yeah, start your sharing. And everybody else can share. Make sure that you share the show. Or call somebody up or text them and tell them that Fashion, Flair, and Lifestyles is on the air.
Yeah.
And if you want to learn a little something today and while you're cleaning the house or doing whatever it is you're doing, this is the show to watch. She's going to give some real jewels out today. She got on her smart lady glasses.
You see who on this shirt?
Yeah, I do.
Who is that?
I think that's Phyllis Diller.
Out of all people. You a hater. Okay. That's all right. I tell my viewers, don't listen to Glenn, y'all. Don't listen to him. But yes, okay, so I've got my sharing out the way. And of course, today's show is sponsored by Pure Essence Resale Boutique, where we capture the essence of your style. And of course, you can follow me on Instagram, pure_essence resale. Facebook, I'm pure.essence.resale. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen? My website is up and running. Woo! I have to get myself back. And that is pureessenceresale.com. So you can go over there and shop. Of course, you can shop this beautiful blouse that I have on. So, lightweight Pure Essence sweatshirt. Lightweight Pure Essence sweatshirt. Yes, that's it. So, yeah. You want to see it just to get the full effect? I'm going to cut my head off. I'm going to move this back just a little bit. But this is the full effect of my sweatshirt today.
Nice.
Thank you. Even though my head was cut off. Let me go back. I don't like my head being cut off. Let me try again. This is not going to work. Okay. Here we go. Let me move the chair. But that's my pure SST. And you can wear it on the shoulder, or you can wear, you know, uh, if you want to.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And that shirt is available on the website?
Yes, it is. It comes in, I have it in this red with the black face. I have black on black, which is the, black sweatshirt with the black face as well. So, but it has glitter, a glitter face on black, and then I have the gray with the red glasses and the red lips. Yeah, and actually, the red that I have on today is my number one seller. It's my number one seller for the sweatshirt. Everybody loved this one. I do my wind down Wednesday. So I displayed them there, Instagram, Facebook, modeled them a little bit, took pictures and stuff. And this was the big seller. Okay. So yeah. So I said, let me put this on today. I was going through trying to figure out what to put on. And I couldn't figure out nothing. So something was like, just put on this sweatshirt. Duh.
What's up to everybody that's viewing on YouTube?
Yeah, so I was like, let me put my sweatshirt
and all
on.
the other platforms. Don't want to leave you guys out.
We definitely. And guess what? If you are viewing on any other platforms, especially YouTube, make sure that you subscribe to the Vent Radio channel.
Yeah.
And then that way, when my show is about to go live, you will receive an alert.
Yeah, hit that button, that subscribe button, and then that little bell, and you'll get an alert every time that the show comes on. Or, in fact, any show on our network, you'll get a notification. So make sure to subscribe. That does help out the channel, the network, and the shows. Hit that subscribe button, please.
All righty. Well, how you doing today, Glenn?
I'm okay, Nita. Just working hard, trying to get the Midwest Video Awards prepared. It's a lot of work, a lot of behind-the-scenes work that has to go on, but we're trying.
Oh, I can imagine the work that's going on behind. So, are you all still taking nominees?
Yes, we are still taking nominees. If you know someone, a filmmaker, or independent filmmaker, or music video maker, or that has a video podcast, you can nominate them by going to mwvmawards.com and just hit the nominate a friend button and put their information in and maybe a link to their video on YouTube or Vimeo or wherever the video is sitting, and we'll take a look at it, get it to the committee, and see if we think that their work is eligible to be a part of the Midwest Video Music Awards show. And you can also vote. And in fact, you can vote for Fashion, Flair, and Lifestyles because they are a nominee for this show.
Yes.
So
I got my stuff ready while I'm working on it.
Yeah, don't forget to go over there and vote for Osnita.
Yeah, please vote. I always wanted to walk on the stage and say,
and it's going to be a spectacular event. We're going to do it big. We have hashtagged it Black Oscars, and we're just going to have an evening where we're going to get sharp as hell and celebrate one another. And we will be putting the actual show date out there as soon as it becomes available because, as you all know, that we're dealing with COVID, and we're trying to schedule it in a way that everybody can be safe and secure and have a good time.
Yep, safety first. Well, I can't wait till the date drop, but it don't matter when the date drop. Well, it does matter the season. So if it's spring, I got to find me a cute spring outfit.
Well, I can tell you that it will be March, April-ish.
Okay.
The show date will be March, Aprilish. So right now you have plenty of time to get your votes in and make your
Please.
comments on the content on the website and be heard. You got the power. You guys got the power to pick who you think is deserving of these beautiful awards.
Yes. And what how many times have you sponsored this award show
This
award?
the last one we did was the first one we did was
Okay.
2017, December
Oh,
of 2017, and it was a fabulous event. And we had made a decision to maybe move the awards to another market, um, just because it felt like at the time that Detroit wasn't ready to support such a grand event.
mhm.
It was black tie, and for some strange reasons, folks was talking about they didn't have a black suit, and it was just weird. I said, well, what is going on that people just want to wear their Timberlands and their T-shirt? Well, I guess if you can wear them to a funeral, you think you're supposed to be able to wear them to an awards.
You
So
know, yeah. We're
it,
gonna get into that.
it was a grand event, and I think the people didn't want to get grand with it, but I think that
Hmm.
now, maybe people can understand that sometimes you have to dress for the occasion.
That is it. That's true. Well, you know what? I think, how can I put it? I'm going to put myself at, just say when I turned 21, opposed compared to a young adult that's 21 now. Like when I turned 21, so say for instance, if I went to a cabaret, it might have been somebody that was maybe 15 to 20 years or older at these parties, right? You
Mm-hmm.
know, cabarets, you kind of have an older crowd. So we always thought we had to be dressed a certain way, which you did because back then the men wore the suits, ladies had on their nice dresses with their nice shoes, the hats, the cape, whatever it was, they were fully dressed,
Mm-hmm.
dressed to impress. Now you don't have to be dressed to impress.
Right.
And you just kind of have to be dressed
Right.
and purchase a ticket or whatever the case is, and it's not a whole lot of emphasis putting on, like you said, dress for the occasion anymore.
Right.
That's almost went out the window.
Yeah, it's just kind of strange.
Yeah, but it's been, it's how you were taught, and then a lot of times it's what you see. So if I'm 21 and my dad 40 or 41, he's probably either he's gonna be dressed, a certain way, and I'm gonna follow in those footsteps. So if I never see my father or nobody or a man in my that I see frequently in a suit,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know to put a suit on.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of deep. It's kind of deep. People need to understand that certain things, certain places, you have to look a certain way.
Yeah, but if they're not taught, sometimes you're taught, and then two, it depends on the circle of friends and influences that you hang around that help you learn when you don't know, if you're open to learn.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which brings us to our topic today. Our topic today is, does fashion have an age limit?
Hmm.
Some think it do, some think it don't. However, so for my fashion fact, I have a new way to think of age appropriate dressing. Body type is the most important factor to consider. Wear clothes that work best for the body that you have right now. Take some time to learn about the most flattering shapes and silhouettes for you. Consider your lifestyle or the specific event you are dressing for. Okay? So I have a video that Glenn is going to drop. And just watch the video from beginning to end. Once it finishes, then we'll talk.
You want to play the whole video?
This video I sent was short. It should have been about
Yeah, you're right.
like 3 minutes or something like that.
Yep, here it is.
Okay.
And there it is. Why is it just sitting there? Okay.
Glenn, I don't. Uh-oh.
I do things that I think a lot of people wouldn't do at my age. I always liked keeping myself looking
It should
quite
say
decent,
the video
even
should
if
be
I wasn't
Harvey
going out.
Nichols.
I try to
Celebrate
keep the
Vogue.
standards up.
That
I dress to
is
suit
what it
myself.
is.
I certainly
is?
don't
Okay.
dress up for boys.
All right, it's me, y'all. That ain't Glenn. Go ahead.
I love the different fashions. We were all for these hats in those days, and nearly always tilted to one side and either a feather or something in it. And now you never see anybody in a hat. There were nice things in the 50s. I always remember seeing a lady in a trouser suit, and I'd never seen a lady in a trouser set before, and it really caught my eye. When I was young,
Nope, that's not
I
it.
admired Audrey Hepburn very much. She got a lovely neck and showed herself
I
up
actually
sort
think
of
it is.
beautifully,
It's
really.
about an older lady who's doing a photo shoot.
I loved wearing
Yeah,
nice
but on my
things. It's
videos,
always
don't show the
appealed to
runway.
me, and it still does.
I think you got a little confused as to
Ah,
what you
it's
sent in, but
astonishing.
let's get out of it. Okay.
Oh man. Yep, I must have sent you the wrong video. Something wrong. Because that's not what I was trying to play. Oh my God.
Well, let's.
Oh well. So on YouTube, Glenn, would it be a problem for you to look up the video and play it?
Maybe the audio portion, because
Okay.
yeah, I mean, but this is the video that you sent. So
Yeah, I did something wrong. It must have been the wrong link.
okay, let's continue on.
Okay. But it's fashion, so that's fine.
Go ahead, continue on. We'll get to it.
If you looking at the at this video, of course you can see that they're displaying colors mainly of like black and white. I'm not sure at what designers going through the runway, or who a lot of the models are, or what time frame it is. But of course you can see it's black and white. And from what I can see with this video, is it looks like I would put this in a place of feelings. You know, sometimes you wear black to feel a certain way. Sometimes you wear white to feel a certain way. Most time people wear, of course, black to funerals, or they may wear white to celebrate pureness, weddings, blissful. And I don't know why it's like black is sad, and then white is like a joyous occasion. I never figured out why those concepts go with those colors. But of course, like I said, so my next question brings me to, it says, what does the way you dress say about you? Your dressing sense reflects your personality, your character, your mood, your style, and what actually you are as an individual. People wearing gaudy clothes with loud makeup are general extroverts and love partying. So most of the time they figure, flamboyant, you wild, like to have a lot of fun. You really can make out what sort of person an individual is by the way he or she dresses. You might look at some people and say, oh, he dressed as what they consider now metrosexual, if his clothes are tapered or fitted to his body more so than baggy. If you
Who
wear baggy clothes, you might be
Hootro what
considered.
so?
Huh?
Hootro what so?
You ever heard of metrosexual?
Yeah, I think I've heard that term. I've never really understood it. Is it supposed to be men dressing feminine?
Not feminine, but I think a little more fitted. Like prior to the term being used frequent, men didn't wear clothes too much to fit their bodies. You know, you would call it a tailored look. But then sometimes once they started this metrosexual stuff, it did blend in more colors, like the yellows and the pinks and the light blues, colors that men wore, but they wore them infrequent or different.
Mm.
Yeah. So they wore them infrequent or different. Think about the suit colors back then. It was rare that you saw a man in a pink suit. And if you did, he was flamboyant. Not to mean that he was gay or anything like that, but that was just a color that a lot of men didn't wear.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it says metrosexual says a young urban heterosexual male with liberal political views and interest in fashion and a refined sense of taste.
Okay.
So more so, I would think of intelligence with a little bit of swag. But like I said, when they introduced it, it was more fitted, defined clothing to the person's body.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So it says why. Sorry. It says, what does the clothes someone wears say about them as a person? Some people don't think that the way you dress speaks before you speak. So a lot of times people can look at you and say, oh, she looks like she's stuck up. He looked like he's arrogant. She looked like she's a stripper, or she dressed like she a stripper. She dressed like she's going to a funeral. Why she wear that? She looked like she going to her auntie's somebody's wedding. So a lot of times people don't understand how to dress, one, for the time, for the occasion, or for the event. And then again, they don't know how to dress according to who they are. So they're more so looking to dress to impress people. So it says clothes tell you what a person values and a little about their personality. A person wearing a suit tells you something different than a person wearing shorts and a tank top. Colors and style are important, but so are other things. That tells you if a person is trying to attract attention to his or her figure or not. So, you might want, most men may wear tight shirts or tank tops if they want to show off their muscles. Most women, if they have a 36, 24, 36, a bad mama jamma, they may want to wear things that are more fitting to their silhouette. So you can see their assets, whether it be the breast size, the boobs, the behind and the small waist, or they may have a full package. So whichever one is their best asset, they're going to, add more attention to it. So as we know, as we get older, our bodies change. The way we look and feel, everything about us change. So I can remember being maybe like in my 20s, and looking at the woman that was 40 years old at the club, cabaret, wherever I was at, and thinking she too old to, one, to be acting like the way she's acting, or two, dressing the way she dressed. So when I'm 20, I'm thinking 40 is old, because my parents had been 40 long before I turned 20. And they didn't hang out and they didn't party. So my mother was, I had a church going family. So my mom always look like a church lady, so to speak. So I had siblings, that were hanging out and having fun and enjoying life. But again, I was kind of young until I got to an age where I could experience. I didn't have a clue. I didn't have a judgment, or I didn't know what it was like. Fast forward to me now being in my 40s and feeling like I'm 25, 30 sometimes, depending. I don't think it's old. But as you do age, you tend to either tone up your dressing or you tone it down or you find a balance. And for women, I think, and Glenn, you can give me on a male perspective, it's hard to balance sometimes.
I think it may be hard to balance when you don't know what it is you should be wearing. I think that too often women now dress for other women. They don't necessarily dress for themselves. Most of them won't admit that. But women nowadays, in my opinion, don't even dress to impress men as much as they do other women.
And I wonder why is that? And well, not I wonder why. What I think is it's a level of insecurity and caring what people think. Self-esteem. Like self-esteem and insecurity, they kind of go hand in hand. Because when your self-esteem is low or when you're insecure, you're always worried about what people think of you or concerned what people say about you, or also just not confident in your choices. And when you don't learn to dress for your shape or for your size, that's where, insecure and self-esteem goes far beyond dressing, but as a part of it. But when you're not secure and you don't know and you haven't figured out your style, what works for you, what doesn't work for you, it doesn't matter what age you are. You can look crazy at any age because you have some young girls who dress too old for their age, and you have some older women sometimes who try to dress like they still 25.
Well, but it goes back to some women never getting comfortable as to what to wear. Some women dress based on what they see other women wearing, and they may not have the body type for that particular style. And, it's kind of like, some women don't feel like they should camouflage if they have a gut.
Mm-hmm.
Because I've seen some women that they think because they have a big butt that people will not pay attention to that gut hanging out because they're looking at the butt. But me personally, it looks like I don't know which direction the lady is walking in. I don't know if she's coming or going.
What they call that booty do?
Yeah.
When your stomach look bigger than your booty do.
But we living in a culture where, the booty is everything now. So, forget that my stomach is hanging over to my knees. My booty's still big.
But I think it is that the men, how can I say it?
No.
Do men make it?
Some men like women with big butts. But there are plenty of men that don't.
Right. However, is it a thing of, I guess their butt is like their attention getter.
Well,
so
okay, but the thing of it is that the reality of it is that if that's the only way that you can get attention from the opposite sex, you know, I mean, it's sad. I mean, it's just sad. Is it nice
That
to look at as a man? Yes, it's nice to look at. But what after we start a conversation, I don't need you to stand backwards to talk to me.
because I'm not talking to your butt. I need to talk to your face, right?
Yeah, and I think women are just women need to get that together. And stop saying, well, men got us feeling like that. Well, it's not about how men have you feeling or have you thinking. You need to have more self-esteem or get your self-esteem in place to where, you're not your butt, so to speak.
Right. And to know, like you said, that I know I have that asset, whatever your asset is that you think is more that bring men to your space. Every woman know what they have that men are attracted to. However, if that's the only thing that you have, I agree. You need to go back and say, is this it? Because guess what happens over time? Your body change. So
Yes.
at 30, 25, 18, however old you were, you might have had that bomb shape. You still could have that bomb shape at 40. But the difference is the difference in your body at 30 and your body at 40 is that if you're not working out, eating the right thing, or in your 40s, 50s, 60s, if you're not working out, eating the right things, all that in shape that you had, it's going to begin to droop. Your boobs, your booty, your thighs, everything is going to change. So if you're not confident and taking care of yourself in your 30s, as you age, if you don't continually take care of yourself, your body wears down. Just like a tire. It get old after you use it so much.
Just like a tire.
You know how you go to your tire and you can look and say, I think I need some new tires. Either they're bald, or guess what? You take that coin, that penny, or the quarter, and stick it in a groove. And
Well,
if you don't got no traction in the groove,
women,
yeah.
I mean, well, not women, but people change as they age. That's just a part of life. And
But
you're supposed to change with it.
think about it like this. When I was 15, we got our hair done, we got our nails done, but we didn't have to have on a full face of makeup because most of the girls, at 16, 17, we couldn't wear makeup like a lot of these younger girls are able to wear makeup at 15 and 16. So at me being my age, I'm okay with the change because I know I've always been confident with who I was anyway. So as time go on, you evolve, you enhance, you start putting on a little more makeup and, bringing your enhancing your look as you get to your 20s and your 30s. But these young girls are full face of makeup, long weave hanging down at 15, 16 years old.
Yeah. Because they feel that's what they have to do to compete with the other young ladies in school or wherever.
But what the hurtful thing is they're not learning to authentically love themselves.
That's you won't get me to disagree with you.
You know what I mean? So imagine, like I said, when you 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, you still in there. 35, and even at 40, you still good if you take care of yourself. But again,
the biggest thing that I see, that I notice, is that nobody has any originality anymore. Everybody gotta have eyelashes on that's 4 feet long. Everybody gotta draw their eyebrows on like Groucho Marx. I mean, it's just nobody has any originality. I mean,
right.
If I saw women, if I were a woman and I saw women all drawing on these big eyebrows, I think I would go to the skinny ones. I think I would, I think I would just do something to set myself apart from the rest of the people in the room. But now everybody, you can go to a party and everybody, it looks like an old Groucho Marx movie with the Marx Brothers.
What's that? I never heard of Groucho Macho.
Well, no, well, I tell you what, while you're talking and doing the show, pull up Google Groucho Marx and take a
Okay,
look
I'm gonna
at
do
it.
it right now.
And I'm going to try to do it and put him up on the
Groucho.
screen.
Oh, okay. He is an American comedian.
Yeah, you see his eyebrows?
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, those are horrible. But they do look like that.
I know.
Groucho Marx. Okay. All right. Well, ladies, we just learned something from Glenn who Groucho Marx was. Groucho Marx. So y'all should Google them and it'll give you a little bit of a perspective on your eyebrows. And your men, the men for the mustaches and the Beijing lines. Now that's the thing I don't like on the men. Is that the color, the facial color enhancements?
Mm-hmm.
Like most guys that have, a lot of guys, they'll have a full beard. And then some men don't have full beards. They don't connect, meaning, the goatee and all of that. And they'll take and get the filler to fill in and make it dark, like if they gray, or either the filler to make it look like they got a full beard. And I don't like that. I feel like either you have a beard or a mustache, or you don't have a beard or a mustache. If you need to cut it off and just wear a little hair here, cut it off. But putting that color on your face, and then if you start sweating, it's gonna start dripping your hairline and everything. So how y'all feel about us with the eyelashes and the eyebrows? We feel the same way about the man that had a drawn on hairline and then the drawn on filled in mustache.
Yeah, but again, is that a guy who's, you can look at it one of two ways, because some guys feel like they have the confidence to do that. And then some men feel, that I'm not confident to just be the age that I am. So, it just depends on how you view it.
Well, I tell y'all one thing. When you start sweating, just remember it starts running. For the guys, you start sweating, your little hairline start going away. And then for the girls, you start sweating and you do like this, you wipe your eyebrows off. So just be careful. But again, to wrap up this little topic and so we can move on, you have to. So again, does fashion have an age limit? I don't think it has an age limit. I think it's about how much respect you have for yourself and how you are able to dress for your shape and your size. Like I read in the article right now, not talking about when you was 30 and you was a size 2. And now you 40s or in your 40s or beyond and you might be a size 12. Let that 2 idea go. Not a 2 no more.
I'm going to let the ladies take a look at Groucho Marx so they'll know.
Oh, Lordy B. Good luck, y'all.
There's Groucho Marx, the famous comedian from, I think, the 50s. And look at his eyebrows. I mean, does that look familiar to you?
Oh, and fellas, do that mustache look familiar to you? His mustache so thick it almost looked like a bow tie.
Now I'm going to fade you in, Nita. I want to see what happens when we fade you in over Groucho. Let's see your eyebrows.
Oh Lord. Oh, let's see. That was funny. My glasses was thick, so it kind of went in with his. But see, my eyebrows are just like regular to me. I
Well,
move too fast.
just saying now.
Nah, I don't look like Groucho Marx. But it's a possibility that I have possibly looked like that once or twice.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I've had my makeup done. And that's bad when you can count on your fingers how many times you've had your makeup done, right? I think I probably had my makeup like professionally done maybe about 4 or 5 times. You know, and that's my nephew's wedding, our conference that we did, and maybe a few other photo shoots or something like that. But just to be like, I'm going to get my makeup done, no. I just go with however I look, and I'm okay with that. So again, fashion it doesn't have an age limit. I think it's just that you have to learn to dress for your shape and size. You can still have swag. You can still wear stuff that's fitted. Just make sure you have on the appropriate undergarments when you're wearing it fitted. If you used to be a 2 and now you're a size 12, and you might have a little more extra in the front, a little more extra in the back and on the sides, and just dress for it. That's it.
Now I'm gonna try to play this clip that you keep telling me is the clip. But it says Harvey Nichols celebrates Vogue at 100.
Yep.
Okay, here we go.
I do things that I think a lot of people wouldn't do at my age. I always liked keeping myself looking quite decent, even if I wasn't going out. I try to keep the standards up. I dress to suit myself. I certainly don't dress up for boys. I love the different fashions. We were all for these hats in those days, and nearly always tilted to one side and either a feather or something in it. And now you never see anybody in a hat. There were nice things in the 50s. I always remember seeing a lady in a trouser suit, and I'd never seen a lady in a trouser set before, and it really caught my eye. When I was young, I admired Audrey Hepburn very much. She got a lovely neck and showed herself off sort of beautifully, really. I love wearing nice things. It's always appealed to me, and it still does. Ah, it's astonishing. Pretty, isn't it?
In May of 2016, this 100-year-old lady became the first 100-year-old model for Vogue.
Yes.
So, you know, it just goes to show you, you know, she's 100 years old, but she still likes to look good.
Exactly.
And she's still fashion conscious.
Yeah. And did you hear she said who inspired her? She had somebody that she zoned in on and liked the way that person dressed.
I think she said Audrey Hepburn.
Yes. Yeah.
And Audrey Hepburn was a famous actress.
Mm-hmm. And she did the Breakfast at Tiffany's ad. That's what she's known for that I know of.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, even how you were talking about, you know, people not wanting to dress up for the award show, they have to have not have to, but an example is always in front of you. You model how you dress or things that you choose to put on may be by somebody that inspire you. So if that person that inspires you don't own a suit, you might be the baddest casual dresser that there is if you idolize somebody else different, either in your household or outside your household. But again, 100 years old, and she was able to grace the cover of Vogue, and she looked so pretty in the video. But she always kept it classy, kept looking good, even in her older age.
But
So,
again, do we even understand what fashion is today? Because I think that the way people dress, younger people dress today anyway, I'll put it like that. Um, in my opinion, it's just lazy people. They want to, they say that they want to be casual and comfortable, but
mhm.
it has gotten to the point where it looks like you just don't want to take the time to look well. You
it's,
just, it's like
it's,
whatever. I want to dress like whatever.
so my question for you, Glenn, would be, as a parent, you have sons. I have a son, but you also have daughters as well. For me, I never, my son never saw me go out the house with, scarves and house shoes and stuff like that on, and I've never taken him out of the house not properly dressed. Here and there, you gotta rush and do something. I'm not talking about one-offs, but I'm saying on a consistent basis, I always made sure that he was fully clothed when he needed to be, or when we were stepping outside of the house. So do you think it falls on somewhere on the parent when they allow their children to dress lazy, or not be tidy, or not be clean, or not be concerned about how they look when they step out the door?
Well, I think, if we're talking about cleanliness and those type of things, yeah, I think that some of the responsibility does fall on the parent. But when you're talking about someone just trying to be part of a culture that wants to claim that they're just dressing comfortable, when actually they're too lazy to take the time to dress for success, I'll say it like that. And those
Hmm.
are two different issues. You know what I mean? Um,
But to me, like cleanliness and how you present yourself, they go together, I thought.
well, they should. They don't always do, because
Oh,
out of laziness, that means that you're starting to lack on how you take care of yourself. Laziness isn't just I don't feel like going to work. Because laziness is a trait to where it gets worse the longer that you practice in it. So, first you may start, well, I ain't cleaning up the house. Well,
mm,
then the next thing you say is, well, I'm just going to the gas station so I don't have to put on anything. I can just run out, put a scarf on and run out and do what I get. You know what I'm saying?
right.
The longer you practice it, the better you become at it. And the next thing you know, okay, well,
Then it becomes a part of your daily routine, because
yeah,
habits are created off of consistency.
yes.
Wow. Well, yeah, I mean, but like I said, I can only speak from me, and one, how I was raised, and then how I treat my son. Like my son won't, he's 15, and he won't go out the house a certain type of way. If we going somewhere, he needs to know what time we going, what time we got to be there, what time we leaving, and so he can do his full routine of what he needs to do to be presentable and be prepared.
And well, that's a good trait to have. I mean, because if you look at, you know, say like in the hip hop culture, we we went through an era of the everything baggy, you know. Then we're in the era of everything tight. And I guess that's okay. But you don't see Jay-Z at a uh, award ceremony or fashion week or somewhere like that dressed the same way that he may dress when he's on stage performing in
Right.
front of his audience.
Right.
So
Knowing that, having that balance.
yeah, it's about knowing that balance. You know what I mean? I'm in the studio working today, and I'm comfortable. I have on a hoodie and a Scully.
Oh, you got on the Scully today?
Yeah, I have on a Scully today, you know, promoting the BBS boys and their brand.
Oh.
But my point is that I don't have to be on the camera. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
If I choose to switch it to the camera, well, it's not because I'm trying to show off that I'm dressed like my son. I'm working. I might paint a fence with a hoodie on and you know what I mean?
Right.
But now we're in the era where, you know, my son paid, I think, $300 for a hoodie yesterday. And I was like, what are you, crazy? But that's where their values lie. I mean, it was a nice hoodie, don't get me wrong. You know, it was rhinestoned out. It was very nice. But it wasn't worth $300 in my opinion. When
Right.
you don't even have a suit in your closet that you invested $300 into.
Yeah, because guess what? Like you said, at any given time today, you in the studio, and if one of your friends said, "Hey, Glenn, I ran into this businessman. He need to meet with us. Can you meet me on in Southfield in 2 hours?" Guess what you can do?
I can
Go
run home,
home.
shower, and jump into what I need to jump into.
Exactly. That's what you're talking about. That balance, like you said. I'm working. I can look like anything. I'm still appropriate to be in public, but I'm comfortable,
But
and I can switch it up.
people now actually feel embarrassed to, not because they don't want to wear a suit, but they don't want their friends to think that they're whack or they're this or they're that. I mean,
Yeah.
that's like, I mean,
That's like
it's strange to me.
I'm not the most coolest casual dresser ever. Okay, I'm not a big gym shoe jogging suit person. If you see me in something like that, 9 times out of 10, it was a gift, or I might have to buy it for a certain reason. But I'm typically like casually dressed most of the time. So even when me and my friends, we going out, whatever we're doing, they already know Nita gonna be dressed up, and she gonna have on a dress or a skirt. If I have on pants, they like, "You got pants on? What?" And I do wear them, but I'm more comfortable in a dress or a skirt. That's just me, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being the outball, the eyeball with the skirt with the slip on. I'm okay with that.
Yeah. I mean, I just think that, fashion now is boring just because not that the clothes aren't being manufactured, but we don't have any sense of being ourselves. Everybody wants to look like everybody else, and it's just strange and crazy to me.
And that's because you hear me say it all the time, people get fashion and style mixed together. You can love fashion and you can have style. You can love fashion and you can have no style. So people who love fashion and don't have no style, they're typically rolling with the trend. People who love fashion and have style, they can mix and match. They can do the classic and they can do the trendy.
Yeah, I mean, because I can remember when women, like, I've seen some women be so creative with those head wraps, where they just take a piece of material and just wrap their head up in all these different designs and you know, and you don't see that kind of stuff anymore. I mean, every now and again I'll see a lady with some dreads, and she might have on a creative head wrap or something like that. But I just don't see women doing things to set themselves apart from the norm. And I used to see that all the time.
It's a lack of creativity. And think about it, look at it like this, where your child come home, and like I said, you can probably relate. Your child come home and may ask you for something, and you may say, well, why do you want that? Oh, because my friend Bob at school had on these such and such, and he said they was in, and I want to get them like Bob. No, you're not getting nothing like Bob. Figure out something on your own. If we taught our children not to copycat all the time, and base it on what it is that you really like, opposed to what somebody else tell you that you should wear.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Look, I remember I took my son. We took him to Nordstrom to buy him gym shoes for school, right? So you know me, I'm use Nike, Adidas, whatever. My son chose a pair of shoes called DCs. Glenn, I don't know what DCs are, but evidently, in his mind, DCs are the shoe that he needs. I think the shoe might have been $40 or $50 at this time, which, is like, that's what you want to wear? So I let him get them. He wore the hell out of them DCs. and he was okay with that.
Well, my son came in here the other day with some sneakers by a company called Balenciaga, I believe is the name.
Okay.
And I swear to God, I thought the boy had epilepsy.
Because of the shoes were so big?
Yes.
Glenn, those are some of the most unattractive shoes to me. Some of them are.
A lot of this stuff I don't get. You can have any style you want to have. But make sure that your style fits the event.
Yeah, say that for the people in the back.
You can have any style that you want to have. Just make sure that you can be versatile enough with your style that you can, when you go to a certain kind of event, you don't look like a damn clown.
And I think the part that gets me is I like high-end things. Don't get me wrong. We all do. But the price on some of these items that look like you picked them up out the hobo store and just put some stuff on.
You ever had a friend that wears very expensive items, but they never look like they dressed up?
Yeah.
And I mean, they may have on from head to toe, they may have on $3,000.
Yeah.
But they never look like they're dressed up.
Because they don't have no style. They just wearing what's trending, what somebody told them they should wear. Or like I said, what you do? Oh, these Balenciagas, I got these from Neiman's. These was how much was them? $675. $675. Oh, all right, bet. How long? Oh yeah, these are latest. Oh, not even that they fit my foot right, not that they feel good, not that I like the way they look. This is what I'm supposed to wear.
Yeah, I have one buddy that is a very smart dresser. I mean, he spends a lot of money on his clothes. But I'm telling you, I've seen him all over the country at the Kentucky Derby, different fights in Las Vegas. But he never looks like he's dressed up. And he may have on a outfit that's $5,000.
Yeah.
But he just never looks like he's dressed up.
'Cause he ain't got no swag. and he don't know how to put the sauce on it. He don't. I totally get what you're saying. Like I said, I can go buy something. I can go get an outfit right now, which I'm gonna do this on one of my segments. Go get an outfit from whatever Salvation Army thrift store, wherever. Put it together, and I bet you that people wouldn't even know it. That I paid under $50 for a full set, a full outfit.
Yeah, so I guess it ain't. I guess in fashion, it ain't who you know, is what you know.
Yeah, it ain't who you wear, it's how you wear it.
Yeah. I mean, because, some things, let's just take a non-high fashion item that was made by Versace versus a piece that was made by Gucci. From a style standpoint, I don't think that Gucci has ever made anything that looks as good as Versace in terms of style.
Mm.
I mean, Gucci is a high-end product and is manufactured very well. It'll probably last you your lifetime.
Yeah.
But in terms of style, I don't see many things that Gucci makes that just looks good to me.
Because they're more of a classic insert, and like to me, well, not all, but a lot of times they just make, they stuff just look like let me put this on you. You put on some Versace, it's like it wear you, or you wear it, but it wear you. Basically on just how it looks, the colors, that you gravitate to. Gucci is more of a straight line fashion, and Versace is more of a feel of fashion, if that makes sense. Because think about it, you think of Versace, even me thinking of it, you think of those shirts. And even he changed from making the long sleeve flamboyant shirts to some of the short sleeve, but it still had a nice colors and it still had a nice fit. And like, matter of fact, Jason have a Versace shirt, and it's a short sleeve, nice tee, and it's very, very got nice colors in it, but it just looked nice. And then he have a Gucci shirt that is a Gucci shirt, but it don't look like nothing compared to the Versace shirt, and they both t-shirts.
Yeah. See, that's what I mean,
Yeah.
But some people can put that Gucci shirt on and strut around the party or the event like they got on a tuxedo, and nobody's paying them any attention because the shirt doesn't grab people's attention. But if you if you put on a Versace shirt that's colorful or maybe hand painted, that shirt is going to stand out, and people are going to look at that shirt because it's more of a work of art.
See, that's a good one. So like even having style, you can almost say having style is a work of art.
Yeah.
Does it take you to put stuff together?
Yeah, because if you're standing in the mirror butt naked, then that's your canvas. When you start going into your closet to dress yourself, well, you started off butt naked, and now you're starting to be artful in the way that you put your pieces together.
Oh, what's that word you said? Artful?
Artful.
It's the Scully. Tight on that head, and it's bringing all the knowledge out.
Yeah, I got on my Scully.
Hey, let me tell you, Glenn. Now, I do chime into everybody's show. But, I'm sorry, before I cut you off like that, thank you for your input. Your body is your canvas. And what else you say? Your clothes is your art?
Is your paint. Yeah.
It's the paint. Canvas and paint. I'm going to put that together. I'm going to have a new saying about artful canvas and paint next week. Stay tuned. But, Glenn, I
Hmm.
tune into, like I say, all the shows on, here and there. But your Wednesday show is interesting.
You think so?
I think the Wednesday show is interesting.
Okay.
I tuned in this week, and y'all was talking about cars. Look, I was over here like, dang, I thought my car was old, and I was just about to let little Jason just drive it till it clunk out. I was like, I think I need to get with them, and they can tell me how I can get my car back together.
Yeah, or you can get with them, and and because I mean they have some Mercedes that are older than your car that you wouldn't believe. I mean convertibles, they got some of those convertible coupes, and I mean I can't wait to be part of an event with them because what they're doing is it's interesting. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
Because their cars look new. And they run like they're new.
Wow. Yeah. I was listening to them. Like I said, y'all was talking about cars, and they talking about kits and gutting, taking out your seats. What do they call it? What the cleaning out? I forgot what
Man,
they
I
said.
forget some of them terms they be using,
Right.
but
And you was like, what is cleaning, whatever you, and he was like, oh, that's when you take all your seats out. He was like, who takes seats out their cars?
right. And no way in the hell I could take no seat. The seat would never get back in there.
Yeah, yeah, I was laughing. But that show, like I said, it's something totally different, and it's interesting because it's like a good balance. Like I said, they talk about cars, so you get to have your man time talking about cars and parts and old stuff, and then they had the young guy on there that was a guest, and he brought his music and stuff like that. So I like the mix of it, the
Hmm.
balance.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's a good show. It's entertaining, it's educational, and um, every show that I see about cars is always some old white guys who got
Mm.
all the money in the world, but these guys are just regular working men who like to restore and take care of, older model Mercedes. And I find that interesting.
So all of the cars are Mercedes. No
Yeah,
other.
well, I think they're well, not all the cars are Mercedes, but
Okay,
for the
they're old.
for the most part they are, and then they like those uh what is that, the Legend?
Oh, okay, the Acura.
Yeah, the Acura Legends.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they also have those, and then they have a lot of classic cars, older Chevys and stuff like that. But you can't even be a member unless you have a late model Mercedes.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
Like, they're probably like 10 cent. Get out of here. When they tell me this car, 10 cent. We know you got a Mercedes, but you're gonna have to get it together. How much that cost? Oh, I'm not paying for that. I couldn't be a part of the crew. But it's funny because I love my car.
Yeah.
And I was like I said, if I had a garage, I really would like put money and time into restoring it because I really like it. It still drives good. Just got some little issues. And then I was like, you know what? I don't have a garage, so once Jason starts to drive, then he can just drive until it kind of clunk out. But listening to the show, it got me rethinking my plan.
Yeah, you should rethink your plan.
I'm gonna rethink my plan, so I'm gonna have to, see if they can help me get my car together in
Yeah.
a economical.
That might be a good thing for their show, like restoring, your car.
Oh, yeah, I hear that. Yeah, yeah, because it's not. I mean, like I said, it has few imperfections, but it's really nothing wrong with it.
But we should talk about that. That might be a excellent show.
Okay, so I got to call in and be like, hey, y'all want to restore this little baby red over here?
Yeah. Get you some
Oh,
get you some BBS wheels and put on there.
what they got wheels too?
Well, BBS is a very popular wheel from back in the day, and
Oh, okay.
you paint the wheels the same color as the car.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Well, I'll make sure I call in and talk my smack on Wednesday. But again, like I said, I listened to it while I was getting prepared for my show. So, you know, it
Yeah.
always kind of go hand in hand. But like I said, I always like to get feedback, and I do enjoy their show. So there it is.
Yeah.
And I can tell you enjoy it too. It seems like it's like uplifting and stuff to
Yes,
you.
it's upbeat, and
Yeah,
they are great guys. They just some
yeah,
fun loving great guys, and
yeah.
they used back in the day they used to come to my studio when I had a studio over on Finkel Avenue.
Okay.
They would come up there and record their music, and we hadn't seen each other in over 20 years.
Wow.
And I ran into them at the car audio place. They had their cars up there getting their audio systems worked on,
Mhm.
and that's how we reconnected.
Okay. See, Glenn, you say a little bit about yourself. Like things that you've accomplished, things you've done, blah blah blah. However, people that are surrounded by you speaks volumes that you don't speak. I
Well,
said like, so that's a good thing.
I mean I'm humbled by it when people say nice things about me. I'm just one that thinks that that's for someone else to do. My thing is to do the work, and then
Right.
if the work speaks for it, for me, then that's what I want. I don't want to be the type to wave my own flag. It's just not a trait that I find attractive.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. But like I said, for them to haven't seen you and then y'all just bounce back like y'all never missed a beat, in a different avenue,
Yeah.
but
Well,
still,
no,
being able to
but they're
connect.
good people. They really are. Those guys are hardworking guys who you know don't mess over their money, and they're living their dream.
And guess what? They operate in their truth,
Yeah.
not trying to be.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. You have when you confident and comfortable and secure in who you are and what you do and what you got to offer to yourself and others, then you can go through life doing things that you enjoy and
Yeah. And I'm
not.
proud of those guys because they're still together as a unit. Um,
Yeah,
they couple of them got vacation homes in Florida, and they live in their truth.
yeah, that's awesome. Well, Glenn, I done went over a little bit of time, I think.
You always do.
No, I don't. Well, it's true. Last week I went over like another 27 minutes. I was like, what? 27 minutes? I'm in trouble.
Wow.
But I guess that just says once we kind of keep it rolling, it's an interesting conversation going on. So that's a good thing.
Yes.
So, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, my website is open. And also, do not forget to tune in on Wednesday on my Facebook page for Wind Down Wednesday. And if you're not familiar with Wind Down Wednesday is where I talk and sell fashion. So I bring to you different things that are on the website in some cases, and some items may not be on the website. And you're able to purchase from those from me, and I give instructions. But again, tune into my Facebook page Wednesday 9 p.m. for Wind Down Wednesday, and that is pure.essence.resale on Facebook.
Say good night, girl.
Oh, good night.
See y'all next Saturday, and have a wonderful day. And
Have a happy Thanksgiving.
yeah, just don't kill no people. Don't kill no Indians and stuff.
Right. Somebody already killed the turkey that I'm gonna eat with my dressing. So
Right.
that I've been waiting for since last year. So yeah, I'm gonna eat. Y'all enjoy it, and we'll come back and have open dialogue on next Saturday.
Peace.
Bye.